Welcome to Our Mom Critiques Wildbow, a proud member of the Doof Network. In this podcast, my sister and I force our mother to read Pale, Wildbow's longest work. I'm Jenny, and Malia convinced me to read Worm.
I'm Malia, and Jenny convinced me to read everything else.
And I'm their mom, and I'm back.
Woo!
We're all back.
We're all back.
In this episode, we are covering the first half of Arc 6, Cutting Class. And we did it, y'all. We're here.
We are here. It took a lot of time.
After more than a year, we're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
So the way that this podcast keeps going, it's gonna take a while.
We're gonna try.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try.
Yeah.
And 2024 is gonna be better than 2023, so it'll all work out.
Oh my
There
gosh!
is
Yes.
no doubt. I'm so excited about this year.
It sure as hell ain't gonna be worse.
Yeah.
And that's just from a
you know what, you guys
personal standpoint.
Knock on wood quick, because that's a really stupid thing for us to do. Just
okay,
stop.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It better not
Take
be
it all
fucking
back.
worse.
No
It's gonna be a great
expectations.
year.
Yeah,
No
our motto for this
expectations.
year is what?
No. All right. Go,
Our motto this
2024.
year is no expectations.
No
No, it is.
expectations.
I think that's the best motto. I love
The
it.
bar is on the floor.
Yeah, just lower your bar,
Like-
everybody, and
Yep.
life will be so much better. Yes.
Life will be better because we can't get under it anymore. We might run into it, but we can't go under it. So
Isn't there a
that's
song like
perfect.
that? There is. Some of you
Limbo?
guys are too young for that. Yeah. Da, da,
Limbo
da,
song.
can't go under it. Da, da. Remember that?
Oh, I was thinking.
No.
No. Oh,
That 2024 is year of the limbo bar.
okay, there is that too. Okay. Okay,
Now it's gonna be stuck in my now it's gonna be stuck in my head for like the rest of my life, the rest of the year, and I don't even know the words really, obviously, because we're like limbo, you know.
Isn't that a Disney song? Like Goofy sings it or something?
I mean, no. I mean, who knows? Maybe
Yes, there is
Goofy
the
sings it.
Mamba song where they go under that little. You
Mambo
guys-
number 5?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
a different song?
I'm so sorry that we're doing this. We're you guys. We're being unprofessional.
We're
Let's
doing
move
our
on.
best, y'all. It's no expectations.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good, Malia.
You know, I
bringing
tried to
this
Google it, and the
vibe to
first
you.
song that was Limbo was Freddie Dread Limbo, and it is not the same vibe. Like
It
what?
sounds upsetting.
It's probably is a little upsetting, but that's fine. That's fun. Okay, the Limbo dance song. Gosh dang it. Okay, look, guys, we're gonna go over the chapters, and we're gonna go over the chapters, and we're gonna talk about other things too,
We are.
because that's
what
how we
do.
roll.
Yeah.
And that's how we roll. So we're gonna start with 6.1. Lucy attends class with Durocher, and the girls learn about binding others.
And then in 6.1 extra materials, we read Famulus, or Verona reads Famulus, and we learn about familiars. Your familiar and you.
The fabulous familiars. Yes, that was dumb. Whatever. 6.2. Avery and the others go to the library. Alexander tries to get Jessica to trust him.
In 6.3, the girls learn more about Bristow's Aware, and Lucy decides to get an implement.
6.3 extra. Implementum. What? Implementum. We're implementing the implement.
Yep. In 6.4, the girls attend class with Bristow and Alexander, and Ray attempts to reconcile with Lucy.
In 6.5, Avery and Verona brainstorm Lucy's implement. Jessica almost finds her cousin, but then Shelley fucks everything up.
And then in 6.5 extra materials, we read Demesne, or Domain. We learn about magic clubhouses and wombs. Anyway, Mom.
So what'd you think about all this? And yeah.
Oh,
How are these chapters?
Really?
Wait, first, Mom, how have you been this year? Like, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm fine.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Yes,
Good.
thanks.
And then how are these chapters?
Okay, the chapters, I'm all I can say is they're complicated. They hurt my brain. They're
Yeah, I mean,
complicated. I mean, I there's these words that I've never heard before, and then there's things that I read 2 years ago, and I'm like, "What was that again?" And I have to text my daughters, and Malia's nicer about it, I have to say.
I'm
Jenny,
not mean.
Thanks.
you're not mean. You get cranky. I mean, you have to not tonight. You're not cranky at all, but I can see why that is. But
Look, I've had a lot of stuff going on.
you
It's
have
not
had
you.
stuff.
It's my life. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. But anyway, okay, back to that. It's complicated. And so I get hung up on stuff like Demoness, and I have to call Malia. I'm like, okay,
Demoness. I
can you
like it.
explain Demoness? And she's like, oh, first, mom, it's domain. And I'm like, you mean demand? Like, hey, you demand. And she's like, no. Well, I mean, what's domain? You guys are
It's like domain,
like a
but
domain,
why don't
French.
they say domain? I mean, it's
Because
just
it's
that kind of
French.
It's
Is
French. And
Is it really a
I don't
word?
know.
You're making this up.
It
Okay.
really is a word. I swear, it really is
It
a
is
word.
a word. Yeah, it confused me first.
This is not fair. I think Wildbow gets on the internet and he Googles like words nobody's ever heard of that are real words. And it's like, oh
Probably true.
shoot. Don't you
Yeah,
think? We
okay,
should Google
it's-
that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
look,
it.
the word
French.
derives from Old French domain, ultimately from Latin dominus, lord,
Not to
master
be
of the household.
No, not to be confused with demand.
With demand.
I'm sorry.
Which I
it's
guess
not the-
actually it kind of is like demand because you're, dominus, lord, master of the household. That's basically demand. So it
Okay.
all comes back around in a
Okay,
circle.
that's my answer. I'm still a little confused. So we'll see how this goes.
Cool.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay, if you could have a textbook on anything, what would you want it on?
That's such a fun question. I like that one. So I was thinking, so the mom and me, I want a textbook on common sense because people are just stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
just common sense, and so and nice things like respecting this would be my book, my mom book, but I'd make everybody read it. Respecting others, taking responsibility. That drives me nuts when people blame, oh, it's because this. Come on, take responsibility. And handling money, that's another thing. People are dumb. You guys out there, I won't mention anybody in the room, but you guys out there that have like credit card debt, do you know how much you're paying for that dress you got on sale? Just really use your
But
head.
it was on sale, so it could have
No, stop it.
gotten it full price.
It could have been worse.
It can always be worse. But
Always
don't
be worse.
do credit card debt. Don't do it. Get out of debt. Life will be so much better. So anyway,
do credit cards for the points, but don't be in debt.
What?
I said do credit cards for the points.
But pay them off
I
every
like
month.
points. I do like those, but pay it off every month. That's a mom thing. Yeah. Okay. And how to change a tire, not that you'll ever have to now, but because you could call AAA or whatever you do, but changing a tire, yeah. Stuff like, practical things. Oh, here's a big whole chapter. Put your phone down and interact in person. Just try it. Try it with somebody you live with. It's just
like,
going
what
to be,
else would you say?
No, it's going to say that on page
over
one of the chapter. And then it'll have like 7 pages of blank pages where you're supposed to talk with the person next to you and look them in the eye. Don't be looking down at your hands just with your little fingers going. And then a book on technology for people like me, except I wouldn't read it. I couldn't stand it. So that's my textbook. What do you think, you guys?
That's very honest.
That's great.
I'm honest. I mean, I kind of tell it. Book of mom-isms or something.
I'd be really into like a text, like I guess like a textbook on money, like a textbook on like things you should have learned at some point, but like maybe didn't, in terms of just like what are retirement funds, what is an insurance plan, what are you doing, how do you pick one? I don't know, just like stuff.
Malia,
stuff
I
that
guarantee you
sucks.
there's books out there. And it makes, even though I'm saying we should do that, it makes my eyes glaze over to even, hear that. It's hard, but there's just like, what I should do? I could make money on this if we frame, if we framed it right. So
spirit.
I know everybody out there would want to buy a book, this book, So it would be Jenny and Mom's book of things things everyone should know. But
Jenny and
and
Mom? What is Jenny and Mom?
oh, sorry, Jenny and Malia. I forgot you, Malia. Oh, but you know how they have those books and they have just one on each page. It has one sentence, and it's like really pretty font and all this stuff. So we'd have one like pay off your credit cards every month, bam, and then the next one would be learn how to make a pie crust, bam. That kind of stuff. What would your everybody add a page? What would your pages be? Be nice, Jenny. I can see you think.
No, like okay, I got distracted a little bit back. I'm gonna be honest when you said, so when you were saying that like you're gonna say put your phone down, interact in person, and 7 other pages gonna be blank,
Yeah.
and it reminded me. Okay, so at work we have just a bunch of different like wires and catheters and balloon stuff that we use, and they all come with like this booklet in it that usually gives some kind of instructions that we never read because the doctors already know how to work all the catheters and wires and everything like that because they've used it 1,000 times before. So there's like the specific one, like a month ago, we were doing a case or we are using like a special like paclitaxel, so basically like a medication coated balloon. And I took the booklet out and I was just like, I'm kind of curious about what's in here. It was a freaking booklet. It was like somewhat thick, like maybe 30 to 40 pages. All like this is a picture of it, which you probably can't see very well, but it doesn't matter because the only thing, every single page at the top, it said 2 sentences, which is this booklet was included for packaging sterilization purposes only and is intentionally left blank. Please discard the booklet. It said that on every single page.
What? Wow.
I know. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Like, let me just tell you, that was not for sterilization purposes. There's no reason putting
to have a book in there.
like, booklet. It
They
was
must have.
it's to make the packaging feel heavier, so it feels more expensive.
No, was that made by the government? I don't know.
No.
It just sounds like
No,
a thing
absolutely
where
was
they have
not.
extra money to spend at the end before the term ends, and so they've got to spend it on something, so they make blank
Look,
books.
Mom, no, this was just straight up a marketing scheme so that we would buy their product, I think. Or I don't know. But like, just I don't know if you could see this either, but this is
I see a blank thing. Oh, I see something. No, I can't. Well,
there you go. That's how thick it was. Just to show you, all of this was the and
That's
y'all
so
can't see
dumb.
that.
Did you
but
show anybody else at work?
Yeah, I
'Cause that's
sure
kinda
did.
great.
I was like, "Look, this is a bunch of BS," and everyone was like, just like, "Wow," because we never read that stuff because we have stuff to do. But I just figured I'd click through it.
That's
on some
hilarious.
downtime, and
Maybe
yeah,
it's a
anyway.
test to see if you're reading it. They should.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well.
okay, you can't ignore my question. I want one page of essential fact that everyone needs to know.
Essential fact that everyone needs to know. Gosh,
Yeah, just like
don't know,
something
like
that not everybody knows, but it's like, no, everybody needs to do this or know this.
See, I was
I mean-
thinking more along like, yeah, just like advice or whatever. And I don't know why. The first thing that popped into my head was like, go see a live performance once a year. Like go to the opera, like
Ooh,
go
that's
to
a
a
good
musical,
one.
like go to a concert, like go stand in front of a stage with a bunch of people.
Okay, I like it.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really good one. Okay, Jen, think of anything. Let's give her a topic.
Or a museum. Go to a museum or a performance.
No, they don't.
Those are good.
Yeah, okay.
Art.
I mean, I feel like it's good to know how to drive stick shift.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
a fun
that.
one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know if that's
Okay.
gonna be really useful to read about.
No, it's just one sentence. Like, fuck you, do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, these are no, we're doing little mini books because people don't want to read big books anymore, except for this Pale. But you know how you could sell tons of those little books that are like one sentence, like "Go do something, pay off your credit card." Nah. I forgot what yours was, Jen.
Stick shift.
Oh, sorry, that's a good one. Learn how to drive a stick shift. Bam.
Yeah.
Okay.
People would be like,
Look
with
for
what
it
car?
in your stores in about 6 months.
Right, when a new podcast
Yeah.
episode drops.
Oh yeah, when we're done with this podcast in about 22 years, look for it. 92. I can do it. Okay, go on to the next
All right.
question.
Okay. In these chapters, we meet more of Bristow's Aware. Do you have a favorite or a least favorite of them?
Okay, Ted Havens is my favorite. I just thought it was kind of fascinating how he forced to live his life over and over till he beat the monster. I mean, it's horrible, but it reminds me of Groundhog Day, you know? So and I
Mm-hmm.
love that movie. So
Yes.
I just was like, oh, poor Ted. And then least
Wait, I
favorite is
also feel to talk about Ted, I also feel like he's very like Midwestern quiet man. Like I feel like he's like the love interest in a Hallmark movie.
I like
You
that.
know, like the
That's
like kind of
great.
like silentish, like very masculine, like man with a tortured past
I
who
love that.
you
Yeah.
meet in a coffee shop for some reason and a small
Yeah.
town. That's
I'm
him.
with you. That's probably another that just gets me right here.
Except,
Yeah.
like, everyone else is too vapid for, like, Ted, you know? I feel like who can live up to his, like, eons of existence?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that would be
Oh,
hard.
Especially, like, Starbucks girl, you know?
Well,
Nothing
maybe
but
he just
Starbucks.
needs some, like frivolousness.
I mean, maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like probably not, but you never know.
Anyway, then who's your least favorite, Mom?
I think my least favorite is probably everybody's, and it was that Shelley, Daniel's sister. She's terrible. She's a meanie, and she creeps me out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what creeps me out is that the wire threaded through her skin, and she had
Yep,
some kind of belt through her skin and stuff.
it's a
Yeah, I
lot.
don't remember that well, but like,
I mean, I don't know if
yeah,
there's anybody listening that has that, and I'm sorry, but that goes over the edge for me. I could do I can now I've gotten used to earrings in
it just
or,
feels like
you
a
know,
pain in
ring
the
things
ass
in
to
different
like.
parts, but not threads.
It just sounds
Piercings.
like such a pain for maintenance, and
It
every time you have to
does.
go through the
Oh,
airport, the TSA,
Oh, the airport, you're
and
gonna,
mm,
like, be
can never get an
yeah.
MRI.
No,
Just
you
like
mm.
can't get an MRI, you would explode. Your face would blow up.
explode. I mean,
What is happening?
No, I'm serious. Like, they'd have to be like,
wait,
go to the place and they'd have to be like, okay, I'm getting an MRI. You have to unthread it. And then they have to come in next week. Okay, we're going to try to put these through the little pukas again, you know?
yeah. Why would you? Well, like, I don't think that they would have them come back to the same place to get that put back in. They'd probably just be like, "Well, you got to take this out, and good luck getting it put back in yourself."
No, no, there's got to be a service because like when I had braces, it- when when I had to get my teeth cleaned, you'd have to go to the orthodontist, he'd take stuff out, and I don't know, something. And then you'd go get your teeth cleaned and then you'd come back and they'd be like, "Okay, we're going to put this all back together again." And that's how it
I
works. That's
mean,
part of
I
the
guess
service. Yep.
I took a man's nipple rings out in the ER, and I never had to put this back in.
Cool.
I
Was
okay,
it for an
let's move
MRI
on.
or what?
No, it's for a CT scan, but they would have been in the way of the imaging.
Well, no, it would have blown up.
Um,
Not for a CT.
Yeah, but you don't want to
No.
take a chance. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's just dumb. No, not a
I'm
CT
sorry.
would have been fine. It just would have gone
Okay.
in the way of the imaging. But yeah, he
Ugh.
was like probably in his 60s and was pretty overweight, and had
We get the picture. Okay.
I mean, I just felt like I should really like, I don't know. But yeah, they were like like yeah, or what, maybe they weren't rings. They might have been studs. I don't remember.
Ugh.
huh.
Anyway, I had to take them out. I never had to put them back in. That's my point.
Oh, you lucked out. That'd be tough post-op. Hey, Jen, you're the one who took these out of here. Get back here. Ooh. Okay.
We'll keep them.
Give me something.
We'll put them in a
He'll figure it
container or
out.
bag or
How hard
something.
can it be to put those in?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean, even if it is, I don't know. Like, if you got the damn wire through your skin yourself, like, I don't know. Personally, I think like it'd be a liability to try to put that back in, because if you
Oh
did it
yeah.
wrong or poked him, it could cause an infection, and you could get like an abscess or some crap, and the hospital could be liable for that.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, I love when we get sidetracked. That's great. Let's move
Ugh.
on. That's yuck.
All right. So I'm gonna borrow a question from Ray Sunshine. If you were to draw a picture of yourself, no context, in the utmost quality, meant to hang in a gallery, what would you be doing?
That's another I love these questions. They're so fun. So, I'd be traveling someplace exotic, like go to Paris with the lights,
Mm.
and the Eiffel Tower and be wearing really fun clothes, and my hair would be like blowing in the wind and it would be really fun. Or that's one, and then I thought of this other thing, which is really me, and that's something I love, but people don't know, is I'd be standing on a log someplace on a river fishing for trout and just so happy. I love that. So
You could
those are my 2
combine them.
extremes. What?
Fish for
So
trout
you
in
could
the
combine
Seine.
them. You could have get all made up, have fun clothes, hair blowing in the wind, like have and then, like in some exotic place, and then just have be fishing
I kinda
on a
yeah,
log.
I
You know,
guess you can combine them. Yeah, you could do
yeah,
it.
So
But I
y
okay,
your implement should be like a blinged out fishing rod. That's what that's what
that's
we're learning.
that's kinda
that's.
cool.
I feel like you'd want to make it portable,
Well, fishing rods, they
Um,
have some that they're collapsible.
retract.
retract.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. That could
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
cool.
I backpack with those. You can do that.
Huh.
Ooh, fun stuff.
Yeah. Maybe some lights. Can you have some lights that go the fish might be well, it might attract them. They might all come over and be like, "What's happening over
A
here?"
fishing rod
Yeah,
with
they've got
fairy
those
lights.
Yeah, with fairy lights.
and those angler fish, right? That's like in the deep sea. That was I don't know how well that would work for
Could you
for
see that photo? Okay, I wanna tell so I'm going to, I've just been gone for, like, a really long time
Mhm.
to Texas to see my wonderful
yes.
Jenny and the grandkids, but,
Yes.
I'm
That was
going
nice.
again in 2 weeks, which I don't feel like traveling again, but I have to because my friend Mary Lou is turning 70, if you can believe that. So you
Woo!
that only comes once in a lifetime, that's for sure. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there with, a few other girlfriends, and we're gonna just have such a good week, tons of fun stuff, and one of the things that Mary Lou is gonna do is, she wants a bathtub picture, and I'm like, "What the heck is that?" And apparently she wears wears, like, some cute little leggings and whatever, and holds, like, a champagne glass, and then we're gonna make props for her, like balloons that say 70 and little party blowers and make all this stuff. So we're
No,
doing
okay,
that.
yeah. No, wait. And then what? In a bathtub?
She poses like in you can she's not naked. She wears
No, I get
clothes.
that, but like
Yeah, the
she
bathtub.
Water, no
is
water.
there water?
No, no, there's no water. It's just
Okay.
this
Okay.
is a
You know what y'all
cool
should get?
Why have I never heard of
we need
this?
bubbles, but we need water. Okay,
Okay.
what should we
I
get?
okay. You should get, like like the when you go to like a ball pit, they have a bunch of balls. I bet they have like clear ones.
Oh, that's
And what
a
if you just got a bunch
good
of
idea.
clear ones that look like bubbles?
I
Mm.
kinda like that.
Right?
I'd buy a bunch of those and just throw them in.
I
That'd be
bet they
fun.
have them. I bet you could go on Amazon or something, and I bet
I'm
you
gonna totally do that
could get some rubber
for the
ducks.
bubble
I mean, I don't
bath.
know if that rubber ducks, but the bubbles would be cool.
I mean, Kitty, honestly sorry, the cat in my
Yeah, and
face.
your neighbor's just like,
Oh, it's not my it's this.
Hi, Noah.
So, yeah, I like
"Mm,
that. If you guys think of any other ideas, tell me.
okay. Yeah, Amazon. I'm Googling it, and they have straight up like clear ball pit balls
Oh, cool. That's what I need. That's so great.
or multicolored ones, and some could have some that are stars, some that yeah. You should just
Yeah,
look it
let me
up and
just tell you how fun my friends are. I mean, I don't even know what this is gonna be, but um, she already told me when you go, it's like there's 7 of us. So
mhm.
what she and we're meeting in Portland, and she's like, okay, she had to tell me this surprise because she needed me to do something for it. So she said, when you come over, you're all going to receive a welcome letter. I'm like, what? And the welcome letter, it has we're there for 5 days. So it has like check boxes and we have to vote on what we want to do. So it's like all these different Portland things we could do, and one of them is crafting, of course. So she's like, "Will you make little kits so that if we want to do crafting, we could do that?" And but who knows what the rest is? I know I hope wine tasting is on there. I should tell her, don't forget that. It probably will be. I don't know. It'll be fun.
That's awesome.
But
That's
I
amazing.
mean, honestly, I've got some fun friends. These guys are great.
Got some.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, life doesn't end, you guys, at 70. It still can be pretty
Still
great.
popping. That's
Yeah.
right.
Go on, kid. Okay.
Okay, Jen, do you have any other random
yeah.
questions to throw at Mom before we start reading listener questions?
I mean, I don't know, Malia. They'll just come up if they come up.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
cool.
don't encourage her, Malia. Stop it, Jenny. Jeez, I'm doing okay on this one. Okay.
I know I haven't had any weird ones yet, so
true.
Haven't had any random questions yet.
Good.
Our first question comes from Megafire, and they've submitted a couple. So the first one is, out of familiar, implement, and domain, which of the three sounds most appealing to you?
Okay, so that's a really neat question. I like that, Megafire. So I'll say domain, because how fun would it be, to do something with a room in your house for, comfort and
Mom already
all
has
that
a domain.
What? What?
You already have a domain.
What does that mean? At my house?
Yeah, you have an insane craft room.
Oh, my craft room. No, it could be so much better. If it was my domain, this craft room would clean up after itself. That's what would happen. Things would, I would be able to make the big messes. And then next time I turned around and looked at it, it would be, wow, everything's in its place and all cleaned off. And no, it would be really different. So that's one of the things. A room that cleans itself, puts everything away. How about, a room where you can change the colors and music, and you could do stuff where you can change what's happening outside the windows. That would be kind of fun. Like maybe I feel like having snow today. I'm not going to have any, and a lot of people are having snow, but not me. And it'd be really
cool,
pretty
especially
to
if
see snow coming down. What?
If you could open the window and actually like catch snow.
Oh,
that'd
now
be really
you're
cool
talking.
too.
That's advanced. But
if you could have it rain lemon drops and gumdrops.
Oh, what a world it would be. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so and also it'd be cool to have a room on legs or else wings so that it could, so that you can go different places. Like somebody says,
smart.
"Hey, you just wow, if you just made like the best soup and you want to do some crafting with your friend, that if I want to go up to Destry's up the road, I could be well, hang on, I'll be right over." And you just like trot your little house. And I like the legs. I don't like wheels are too normal. I just think what little legs walking would be really cool. Do
you like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's like glass elevator?
Oh,
right. And have it just fly around. Except you'd want it to be bigger than an elevator size.
Yeah.
I think that'd be too small.
Flying would be fun too. It could be chitty chitty bang bang, where it, it'll either be on the ground or it'll fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Wildbow would make a room with legs into like the most horrifying thing.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
they would honestly they'd be hairy legs with stingers on
like
them.
a spider.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
They would
the
have
first
like
thing I imagine though were two like really like muscular like legs of a human just sort of like attached to like the bottom of this, and so it's like standing up and there's like this box like floating with these two huge legs. I was like, that's cool, and then I was like, no, it'll be way worse. Yeah, it'll be like creepy little like crawling
and the thing is, it would probably, you'd start out with 4 legs and then you'd make some kind of mistake and step in the mud puddle or do something, and then it would multiply.
What if it broke a leg?
What?
What if your room broke a leg?
Oh man. Oh, that'd be bad. Oh, I don't even know. So yeah, it would turn dark with him. So I'm scared. Yeah. He does have a great imagination, but things do turn dark. You got to admit.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one's arguing with you there. So, which idea within the textbooks would you consider the craziest?
Okay, I had to come up with some answer. I just said the Milius or whatever I thought was kind of crazy or risky, and the magic rooms. I'm not going to say what the magic rooms are the most fun. Domain. They're the
Dim
most fun, but the other one,
Demememenies, like
yeah.
from Finding Nemo. Anyway.
I know. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So
Alright.
it looks like you also picked out an anecdote from one of the textbooks,
I
one of
did.
the familiar one. Do you remember
Ye
what this was about?
No, let me think about it. So you guys, I looked at this, well, anyway, it's been a while. The most bizarre story that I saw was Terrence Hay forged a deal with Grame. I don't know how to say these.
It's
He
fine.
who is a selkie, which is a thing that lives in water. Oh yeah, this was the coolest story, just so strange. So they became blood brothers, and the Silky, or the water guy, kept the body from him, so he gave him a farmer's almanac, which couldn't get wet, and then Terrence ends up eating them both at the end. I'm like, "Oh my god," it's just that I don't know where to go when they end this way, you know? I mean, what's the moral of that story?
Just don't do it, I guess.
Don't do it? I don't know. I mean, I think that Wildbow just got stuck and he didn't know where to go with it, and he's just
You
like,
think
"Shoot,
that's what
I'm just gonna
happened?
have 'em eat them both," because that's always a great
If
ending
in
that'll stick
doubt,
in
have
people's
him just
heads.
eat everyone.
Yeah. We should do that with our next, Jane Austen novel or something, and we get to one chapter and we're
What?
like, they're just gonna, you know, die by the side of the duck pond and be devoured or
Oh,
something.
no.
I'm
Jeez.
sorry, but he makes my mind go to the dark side. It's his fault.
Mm.
It is. God.
Oh, jeez. So
Okay,
great.
and then Mega also asks as their last question, do you think the Kenneteers will get these do these rituals? And if so, who will get what? And what do you think Lucy's implement will be?
Okay, yes, I'm absolutely positive they'll do all these, because I'm not at the end of the book yet, and they could, they're not going to stop here. So, let me see. Lucy's implement, I decided, would be probably a ring, because it's easy to wear. Some of these things were really awkward to carry around. So a
Mm.
ring, or else a tome, a book.
Oh,
I like that one too. That was pretty cool.
Mhm.
And if it was that, it will have diagrams in it or names on it or something.
Hmm.
what do you think of the tome would be about?
Oh
Or
man.
it should be like a spell book, or would it be like an
N-
almanac? Or what would it
No, no, a spell book. It would have all the diagram. You know how they write diagrams all over. You need to have that
be?
stuff.
Uh-huh.
You need to carry that stuff around with you, or you're going to get in trouble. Because there's probably endless amounts of diagrams, and she could make some up and just see what happens. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's
Like, I'm
always
gonna
fun.
mix page 6 with page 18 and do this kind of diagram. Wouldn't
Sounds
that
like a
be
Verona
great?
thing.
What?
So that sounds something like Verona would do.
Yeah, it
Just
does.
shove things together.
Okay, so what Verona's gonna do, she's gonna turn into a cat and be somebody's familiar. So,
She's
don't you
That's
not gonna
think?
have
incredible.
one.
It's not that Verona will do the familiar ritual with someone else. It is because she will do it with a
She will
practitioner
be the
and be a
familiar.
Cat. That's so good, Mom.
That's
I
great.
don't even know what I
It's
said.
very so instead of
Love that.
her getting a cat, she is the cat
Oh, no,
that
she's gonna
goes.
be a cat.
It's
Don't
so
you
cool.
think? You read
Yeah, I
the
mean,
end of the
that's
book,
great.
right?
Yeah,
I
that
I
makes sense.
did do that.
Okay, so there you go.
There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
It's very insightful.
No, I know these things. I can tell what's gonna happen.
All
Okay, and
right.
then, Avery is gonna have the domain. Demand. She's not gonna have demand.
Demand.
She's gonna have domain. She's
She
gonna
doesn't want
which will be
demand.
some big outdoor space. That's
Oh,
my
that's
prediction.
fun.
See?
Fun.
That one worked. You guys aren't saying that didn't happen.
Hopefully, we're not saying any of this didn't happen.
I'm
Uh,
looking at your faces.
all right. Well,
Okay. Okay, you're not telling
um,
me anything.
yes, we don't want to tell you a thing. All right. So Elliot has some questions as well. So he asks, there's been a bit of a gap between readings here. How'd you go slipping back into Pale's Groove? What were you most excited to see more of as you got back into it?
Well, I like the actual writing and Wildbow's imagination. I mean, really, that's really fun to read and to see, you know, especially around the girls, and then those side stories that are so ridiculous. I love those,
Mm,
you know,
Yes.
and so I like that stuff. I guess I was thinking of that's what I love about it, and the worst part was that it kinda hurts my brain because there's so many things that I'll stumble upon words or I'll forget who was this person again that I read about a long time. So that part's hard, but that's what you 2 are here for. So
Yes.
Cool. He also asked for you to give the Kenneteers advice. How could they do a better job of making friends at this school?
I love that question, Elliot. That's a good one. So, I think they need to host a party, you know? Parties are great. Everybody loves them and they'll make so many friends. You just
Mhm.
need like music, food, and games, right? So,
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
music, this seemed to me now I think they one some of the strange songs from my era are Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, you know that album? And so let
Mhm.
me see if I can actually play that. I don't know if I can.
Probably can't on here,
Oh, wait.
but
Oh, this was a Japanese version or something. Can you hear anything?
Yes, but it's like bad quality and something something copyright infringement, but cool.
Yeah. Wait.
yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's like,
listen, now they're howling in Japanese.
wow, this is
I
great,
know.
mom.
Doesn't that seem like back? Okay, I'll turn it off before they get us.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know how to stop it. Okay,
Good
there
thing.
it is.
Wow, what a great
No, but
addition
can't you
to
see
our
that being the
audio
music?
medium.
I just think that's it.
I think
So,
that's
and
fun.
then the food, I was thinking the food they'd have is gonna be a, charcuterie board with, like, mummy pretzels and little eyeball cake pops. You could do those, Jen. Spider cheese balls, that'd be neat. And, of course, deviled eggs, everybody's favorite.
Mm.
And then, witch finger cookies. You can actually look those up on the
Mm.
internet. They're really fun to
That's right,
make,
you
and
can.
I
yeah.
love the idea of charcuterie board and like Halloween snacks for children. It's like one thing, you
No, but see, these aren't yeah, but these aren't children. I mean, they're well, they
Yeah, but the
know? But
snacks
like
are.
spider cheese
who
balls
is?
and witch finger cookies,
Those are those are Halloween snacks for
Oh,
children.
are those children
mummy
too?
pretzels. What are those? What are mummy pretzels?
You know, where you probably have one of those big pretzels and you just twist around it with white
The
chocolate.
pretzel sticks. Yeah.
Mm.
Or like
Yeah,
you
you guys
drizzle
would
yeah.
totally like those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no,
but
they all sound good. It's just charcuterie is like
it's supposed to be more
bougie,
high yeah, bougie. Yeah.
and then spider cheese balls.
Spider cheese
I
balls.
forgot about making specialty drinks. That would be fun.
Oh, what should they do?
Something where they put
Witch's brew with
yeah,
sherbet.
which where they have that dry ice in,
Yeah.
Mhm.
in it, so the smoke comes out, that for sure. Or
Mhm.
there's, yeah, I don't know, something green and smoky with
Cool.
Something
alcohol.
green and
That's all I
smoky.
know.
All right.
Oh, so and games. Okay, I did a lot of thought for this one now.
Gotta do
So games,
limbo.
you could do what now?
I said you
Limbo.
gotta do limbo.
Oh yeah, you're so right. I forgot about that. Got to do limbo, and then pin the wings on the ferry. That would be fun. And you could get into some trouble there because if they get angry, that'd be a really you'd have some stories to tell from this party. Okay, and then oh, this is fun. So find the eyeball, and you blindfold the person, and they have to slurp up the spaghetti until you find the eyeball. But
And
probably
is it
not
an
a real.
actual
We could put a
eyeball?
little lychee in there or something, or a grape,
Ooh.
something that's not a real eyeball because that's disgusting. We're not going to do that. Oh, or we could
Okay.
do this is a good one. You know the game Would You Rather? We could do
Uh-huh.
that goblin style.
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
know.
Sounds so bad.
That'd be so bad.
I mean,
No, but isn't that great? Don't you think they'd make friends?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be friends with these people. I wouldn't want to play the eyeball game, but the rest of it sounds fun.
I did
Yeah,
something when I was in like 7th or 8th grade. I went to one of my friends lived on a farm and we had a Halloween party in the barn that was really spooky. And one of the things it was so gross. One of the things was I think you could either you were blindfolded or you could barely see because it was all dark and they had like flashing blue lights or something. And they told this story about how there'd been a horrible wreck on the side of the road, and these were what they scraped up off the road or something.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it was
No,
like spaghetti
no.
with ketchup in it and stuff. So
Oh no.
and I think there were some eyeballs laying around. Sorry, that was my upbringing. You guys
Damn.
you
That's
guys
like
really
that's pretty
pamper
dark.
your
That's a
kids
lot.
too much. Your kids are gonna be
Yeah.
little,
Oh, yeah. Like,
yeah, I mean,
how awful. I don't wanna traumatize my kids by being like, "This is some
you
mangled
gotta get
body."
them ready for life though, you know? So
Is that getting them ready
Has
for
it
life?
ever been relevant? I guess you're a nurse, but like
Gosh, I mean,
yeah, I went into nursing and I can handle stuff like this. I would faint though if I saw somebody's brains laying in the hallway or eyeballs rolling down. So yeah, maybe it went too far. Okay,
jeez.
that's my story.
Well, okay, so now that Pale has finished, do you think you'll ever finish it?
Well, heck yeah, I'm back. You just wait till next week, you guys.
Next
uh-huh.
week? Okay.
You heard it here
You
first.
heard it from her.
Oh
All
god.
right, you better get on it, Mom.
I know, I know. Did I really say that? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
And then Elliot's last question is he wants to know which of the people who came to our how do I say this? He says, which of us did you most enjoy meeting at Malia's wedding?
Oh, I loved you all, Elliot. Australians are the best. You guys are so cool. I hope you come back. We'll have a party for you with like mummy, what are those called? Pretzel
Spider
mummies?
cheese
Californians.
balls?
Maybe no. Yeah, spider cheese
They're
balls. Yeah,
Australian, but not
you
all
guys were
Australians,
all
Mom.
really great. Loved. I can't believe you guys came over to Hawaii. That's insane.
Yeah.
But of course it
There
was
was
Malia.
one Californian.
That's right. That was Snowdrop.
uh-huh.
Her tiny
Yeah,
fan.
he's great. Yeah, you guys were really I just loved you.
All right, good. So, no
Nice
favorites.
dodge.
No, I can't do that. Yeah, no. And that's an honest answer.
Awesome. All right. Belay Tall also has some questions. They ask, how do you like your snazzy new car?
Oh my gosh. That car is so neat, you guys. I still haven't
Yeah,
figured out.
tell us about it.
Oh, okay. So this thing is I go on, Kitty. My cats, you know how cats are. Okay, so my car is this really pretty blue color, almost like turquoise, and it's a Mini Cooper convertible. I mean, I don't
Ew.
need to say anything else. It's so neat.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
cool.
fun to drive around, and today I drove it, put the hood down, and I was just like blasting Hawaiian music because I can't hear, and probably everybody around me was like, "Oh, who's that hot chick?" Right? Then they drive by and they're like, "Oh." No, it's super fun. Thanks for asking.
It is a really cool looking car. And
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
yes, I really want to drive in it in the convertible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll do it. I took my mom out in it and she was like, "This is fun." She's a fun mom.
Okay,
right.
those were all of our questions. But as tradition, we want you to leave us with 3 things, Mom. So what are your 3 things?
Okay, number 1 is yes, I am going to finish this book. Okay. For sure. This is a mom thing. So no, I mean it's just this is a serious one. Number 2, when you're going through a tough time, focus on helping someone else. You know, if any of you out there are depressed or just have a really lousy, month or something going on, that's helped me so much since my husband died, is just to not think about myself but focus on somebody else I can help. And there's lots of things you could do. And then number 3, number 3 is I'm going to see my girls again, probably in March. We'll see what happens, Jen. I'm going
Yay,
over to
that would be
Houston
cool.
in March. I know. I wish you
Woohoo.
guys would just come to Hawaii. It's so much easier. And honestly, sorry,
Yeah,
Texas, but
We do
Hawaii's a
too.
lot prettier.
yeah. I mean,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
yeah,
just
it is
yeah,
more
and
expensive though.
it's
I
totally
do
more
miss the
expensive.
food, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the food's
I
good over
miss a lot
here.
of things, but
But yeah, but I miss you
Texas did.
girls, so this is kind of fun to do.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like it. All right, Mom. it is time for you to give us a book recommendation, and also you're welcome for not answering or for not asking any random questions. And I'm sorry, everyone else. I'll be better
Oh,
about it next
you.
time.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. I'm sure you'll get
Yeah,
me next time.
I 100% will. I will make sure of it. But you're welcome.
I hate
But it
that.
is time for your book recommendation.
Okay, so I never know what to put in here, but one book, I like Russian novels, and I was talking to Malia about Russian novels and how one thing that I've learned from them is I don't know why I like them. There's always good scenery, and the novelists I've read are really good writers. But I think you need to like start with a little notebook and write down the names because Russians
Yeah.
seem to have like four different, I mean, not like a first and a middle and another middle and a last. They'll have that name and then they'll switch it out and put the last name first and then switch the other ones and then add some random title, and they'll have like three or four different ones. So you're reading the book and you think you're reading about three different people, and you get to page 100 and you're like, "Wait a minute. Is that the same guy?" And then you have to go all back. So anyway, I'm serious.
That's
I read
hilarious.
War and Peace and the Brothers it's not
Karamazov.
tiramisu. It's like brothers. I can't
Tiramisu.
remember. Yeah, Brothers Tiramisu.
Uh,
But they were really good books. I mean, I'm trying to sound like I'm really well read and smart, but then I say the Brothers Tiramisu, and everybody's on to me. Okay, so
so good.
my book that I'm recommending this time is Dr. Zhivago by Boris Pasternak. And you guys, the movie is crazy, so good, and you cry, and it's wonderful. And I, but the book is probably even better. But you don't get to see Omar Sharif, okay? But still, it's a really good book. And the story takes place during the Russian Revolution. There's a beautiful scenery. It's really romantic. There's a love triangle, which is really a great part of the book, but I kind of hate that too. But
Mhm.
and then I was talking about okay, so it was the tale about the effects of the Russian Revolution and its aftermath on this one family, and wasn't published in the Soviet Union until 1987. And then
Wow.
one of the results of its publication in the West was Pasternak's complete rejection by the Soviet authorities. And he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1958, but he was made to decline it. So yeah, Russia, can be a tough place.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes, they sure can. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely keep these book recommendations going.
I want to. Oh, this is my question for everybody. Has anybody read any of my recommendations? Jenny and
Hmm.
Malia?
Let us know.
Yeah. Remember that one recommendation about the guy? You like this one. That guy that jumped off Niagara Falls
Oh
on
my
his honeymoon.
god.
I mean,
I can't
that
get
was
over
actually
it.
a really
That
good book.
book.
I
Oh
can't
my
get over
gosh.
it.
That hooked me, man.
No.
Uh,
No.
Like,
Come on,
Mom,
if you can read Pale, you can read all these.
I don't know that that's
I
true.
feel like no, I
It's
feel
so
like these are
true.
I feel like it's very different vibes. I don't
It's
know.
a really different vibe, yeah. Okay, are we ready to check out?
Uh, Gosh, I don't know. I feel bad for not coming up with a question. Hold on. Let me just think for a
Oh,
second.
come on, Jen. You can't do that to me. Nope, next time you can give me 2.
Okay, I usually give you more than 2 though, but I'm like, gosh, I feel like I'm slacking. I don't know. Let's think.
You can ask me an Australian question. What would I do with your
An
friends?
Like,
Australian
what's the
question?
capital of Australia? What's an Australian question?
How about Sydney? Is that right, Elliot?
No.
they have
what's the capital of Australia?
I said Sydney. Is that not?
No, I was gonna say tell us in the comments. We don't have
Oh, now I cheat. How about Perth? It's either Perth or
It-
Sydney, or it could
It's
be
not
Adelaide.
Perth.
It's
Adelaide.
not Perth, and it's not. Yeah, no, wrong.
Perth can't be that important.
Oh, yes, it can.
Oh.
Have you ever read The Fair Maiden of Perth? That's written by one of our ancestors.
Yeah,
That's
related,
all I know.
right?
I haven't read it either,
That's-
but anyway.
I don't know who the Fair Maiden of Perth is.
Well, you need
except
to
that
read
we're
it to
related
find
to her.
out.
And
Y'all, I've never heard of the capital of Australia. What is this place?
I just told you. It's like
You're wrong,
Sydney
Mom.
or else
Mom, it's Canberra. Unless I'm being punked. It's
Where
a
is
place called
that?
Canberra. I've never heard of this.
It's
I'm
out in
so
the sticks.
sorry.
You can't have no, that must be the name of the county.
No, it's
You're so dumb. I'm sorry, Australians. And the sad thing is, we didn't even have a drink before this. Speak for myself.
Yeah, speak for yourselves.
I know. Okay, Nick, it's okay. That's it, Jen. That was your question, even though I'm the one who asked it.
You're the one who asked it, and you're the one who answered it.
Yeah. I tell you,
Malia
sometimes
asked
my mouth doesn't know when to be quiet.
When to stop.
When to stop. Yeah. That should be in our book too. You know,
What?
just tell your mouth when to stop or something like that. We can think of it at a better.
My husband needs that.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Hold on.
what? We're in the middle of a podcast, Jen.
We're sort of winding down. I don't know.
Yeah, we're winding down. Don't be thinking of questions. We're fine.
I wasn't going to think of a question, but I was going to try to think of something exciting to add, which
Help
I
her,
don't know. I
Malia.
figured
No.
I just look at Australia. There's a website called Atlas Obscura, which is really awesome. If anyone's ever looked at it, which is you look at, I don't know, it just tells you random obscure things about places. And for some reason, this has caught my eye. And apparently, there is something called the Big Mango in Bowen, Australia, and it is a giant mango. I mean, it's not a real
Cool.
mango, but it's a sculpture of a mango
That's
that
cool.
was stolen in 2014, but it's been returned.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I guess it was
I tell you,
publicity stunt.
if you had a class that was Sculpture 101, I think it would be like, okay, make an orange or make a mango. You know, don't you think?
I mean, no.
Okay, let's move on. I told you I need the little sign that says stop talking when you don't have anything to say. Okay, I'm gonna put that on my computer. You guys are rotten. They're rotten kids, guys. They lead me. They know which road they lead me down. That they do. And there it is.
We didn't do anything.
You're rotten.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like it's like make a bowl or something, you know? Like
make an orange or a mango.
Well, because it's round. You just throw mangoes around. That's true. That's harder.
mangoes are like weird.
Gosh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Apparently, let's see. They also have a glowworm tunnel.
Ooh, that
Sounds
sounds
upsetting.
really cool.
But I guess I have a couple of them. One of them's in Helensburgh in an abandoned railroad tunnel, and the other one's also a railroad tunnel, but in
That's so
Putty.
cool. As long as they don't
That's
drop
cool.
on your head when you're going through there. You
I
know?
mean,
and I have this
there's
feeling
no
there'd be bats
guarantees.
in there too. Like you'd see these glowworms hanging from the ceiling, and then there'd be.
Ooh, apparently there's also something. They have giant pink slugs in Mount Capitar. I don't know, in Australia. Yeah.
Fun facts. Okay.
A lot of fun
We all
facts.
want to go there now. Thanks, Jen.
They also have a place in Sydney that's the Museum of Human Disease.
Oh, Dad and I went there.
Upsetting.
Remember
Did
we
you really?
went with you, Jen? You've been there.
Yeah. I was a little young.
Yeah, I think
was
we were like
not
4
even a year
months or
old.
6 months old or something. But yeah, because that was a fascinating museum. That was a good one.
That sounds really cool. I'd be
It
down to
was.
go
It
there.
was really neat.
Huh. All right. Well,
All right,
anyway.
it's your turn, Mom.
Okay. So we're going to wind this down. Thanks for listening, everybody. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a good rating and review. If you'd like to support Wildbow, go to patreon.com/wildbow. And if you want to support me, check out my blog at www.createwithcheryl.me.
You can also check out Pale in Comparison, a podcast where Malia uses her knowledge of Pale to guess what happens in Pact, one of Wildbow's other web serials, and I try to not give anything away, which we are almost done with. Really close. In addition, check out all the other great shows in the Doof Network and support us at patreon.com/doofmedia.
You can follow us on Twitter at Pale Comparison or send us an email at paleincomparisonpod@gmail.com. Also, be on a lookout for the Reddit post where you can share your thoughts on this episode.
Woo! There's also a big pineapple in Wildbow, Australia. You've got a lot of big fruit.
Is that also not real?
It
I
is
hope
also not
or it'd
real.
be rotten by the time we get there.
I
They
guess.
also in Melbourne have a sculpture that is a cow up a tree.
What?
It's a 4-ton bronze sculpture of an upside-down bovine helplessly entangled in the branches of a gum tree. It is not a realistic-looking cow. It looks like a big-ass, like, cube.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, with, like, a really long, skinny neck and a very small head. That's hilarious. Okay. Anyway.
Okay,
Good
well,
Australia.
What, Mom?
I was gonna let everybody go because they're trying to be polite and listen to the end. It's like being in church and stand till the last hymn is sung. Yeah, instead of ducking out the door.
Like,
so
you guys
everybody's
can go.
trying to be polite. Or
You
maybe
can go
they
if you
just
have
don't
to.
want to miss the next one.
Maybe
you know,
not.
what's the next Australian fun fact, Jen?
They've got Larry the Big Red Lobster in
Okay.
Kingston.
From, like, SpongeBob?
I mean,
Oh,
it says it welcomes them to a restaurant. So, I don't know.
Krusty Krab?
It is not the Krusty Krab.
Mom's getting a call.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Oh, there's decline. Okay. I hate doing that.
Oh.
I mean, don't they know that you just.
I feel like maybe it just stops.
Okay. Yeah,
telling
like
you.
my phone
I don't
doesn't
know.
work. Okay, Jen,
Malia,
you
there's
lead
a
us
place
out of
called
here.
Birdsville.
Oh my gosh.
Birdsville.
You gotta go with
We
Ben.
gotta go.
I mean, I don't know how many birds there are, but it is called Birdsville, so
probably more than one.
And if there's
Anyway,
more than
this
one.
was fun, Mom. We hope you read.
I'm doing it. Get ready.
Yeah, I mean, you did say that you're gonna be ready next week, so you better get on it.
Yeah, I'm starting. Okay.
Great.
As soon as she gets off of the recording, she's gonna start.
Yeah.
My last one, just because it just caught my eye. There's a place called Disappointment Rock in Norseman.
Well, that's because their expectations were too high.
Yep, you gotta no expectations, y'all.
No,
yep.
Yeah. This it's on here. It just says no one seems to know who suffered the disappointment at this particular place. Given the location, they may have been disappointed by the lack of gold or lack of water,
or else they just went up to the top and they didn't see anything.
Maybe that's where someone broke up with them.
Maybe. Yeah. Heartbreak Rock, Disappointment Rock.
Okay.
Jeez.
Anyway, bye.
All right.
Bye, everybody.